Hi, beautiful souls, and welcome to another enlightening episode of Healing Insights by Rising Phoenix Naturopathy. I am your host, Dr. Tara Coppola, and today we're going to dive a little deeper into the topic of the philosophies of healing in naturopathy. But first, I have to give you the disclaimer. Before we dive into this episode, please note that the information presented here is for educational purposes only. It is very general in nature, just like the information you're going to find almost anywhere on the internet. It is not intended to diagnose or treat illness. It is intended to educate and empower you about the healing that can occur. It should not be used or considered medical advice. Always consult with a licensed healthcare practitioner to get personalized guidance regarding your health and medical conditions. Now that that's done, have you ever wondered what underpins the principles and practices of naturopathic medicine? Well, if so, I've got some news for you. We're going to explore the guiding philosophies behind naturopathy, how they shape treatments, and their remarkable uses in healing. So, grab your coffee, grab your tea, let's get comfortable and embark on this healing journey together. Before we dig into the philosophies of healing, let's briefly outline what naturopathy is. I've discussed this in other podcasts, but I want to go over it again just in case you're a new listener. Naturopathy is a holistic approach to health and seeks to treat individuals as a whole, emphasizing prevention and the body's innate ability to heal. The core belief of naturopathy is that health is not merely the absence of disease, but a dynamic state of balance involving physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. I'm going to repeat that again. Health is not just the absence of disease. Health is the body, the emotions, and the spirit all being in a dynamic state of balance. Now, just to get a little history in, the origins of naturopathy can be traced back to multiple ancient healing traditions. Botanical medicine, traditional Chinese medicine, Ayurvedic medicine. Now, what we know as naturopathy today was formalized around the late 19th century, thanks to some pioneers such as Benedict Lust. As we explore the philosophies of healing, remember, they're deeply rooted in these rich traditions of understanding health and wellness. Naturopathy is built on several foundational principles that guide its practice. They are the healing power of nature, identifying and treating the cause, first, do no harm, doctor as teacher, treating the whole person, and prevention. So let's go into these in a little bit more depth. The healing power of nature. Naturopaths believe that nature provides us with remedies and a vibrant energy. This principle directs practitioners to use natural remedies to support the body's vital force, to support the body's healing processes. When we identify and treat the cause, naturopaths are not just addressing symptoms. We are working to uncover and treat the underlying cause of illness. Our whole medicine relies on first doing no harm. We function on a therapeutic order, which I will go into more detail in other podcasts because it can be extensive. First do no harm emphasizes using the least invasive methods possible to promote healing within the body. Naturopaths prioritize natural remedies, which can carry minimal risk. However, anything that's used can be a risk, right? It's not the substance that makes it toxic, it's the amount of substance that can be used, can create toxins. So, Our goal as naturopaths is to come in and use the least invasive, most minimal tactics possible to help the body heal itself. Then we have doctor as teacher. Again, this is one of my favorite principles of naturopathic medicine. Naturopaths use their role as educator to empower patients to learn how to heal themselves, to empower patients to take charge of their health and their healing through knowledge and informed choices. Then we come to treating the whole person. This is a holistic approach which considers the patient's physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being, and recognizes that there is a dynamic interplay between all of them that creates health and creates healing. We want to touch on all of these aspects as it is pertinent to the individual patient. And lastly, we come to prevention. Naturopathic philosophy places huge emphasis on preventing illness through lifestyle choices, education, and therapies that enhance well-being and enhance healing. As I've said, prevention is not 100% going to stop everything that comes in. I have seen many, many patients come in that are living a beautiful, healthy life full of prevention, still coming down with diseases and illnesses. What is different when we lead a life of preventative medicine is that when our body succumbs to illness or disease, it has more tools and more vital force to come back and fight that illness or disease. Together, all of these principles form the foundation of our understanding as naturopaths and the application of the healing art of naturopathy. Now, I want to dive deeper into the philosophy of healing within naturopathy. At its heart, naturopathy believes in the concept of vitalism, the idea that a vital force is within all living beings. What is this vital force? This is the energy that embodies our bodies to heal and thrive. In naturopathic practice, treatments aim to support and educate this vital force rather than merely combating illness. Naturopathy embraces holistic view, a true holistic view that encompasses physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, not just focusing on relieving the symptoms. For example, if someone is experiencing anxiety, a naturopath is not just going to come in and give them an anti-anxiety medication or an anti-anxiety herb. They're going to come in, they're going to assess lifestyle, assess nutrition, assess emotional factors, assess factors of sleep, anything that can possibly be contributing to anxiety or to the mental health concerns that person is dealing with. However, in some situations, pharmaceuticals are needed. Like I've said, there's a therapeutic order in which coming in to suppress the symptoms can be needed. This being said, it's not going to be the forefront. We're going to come in with other aspects first to help facilitate the body's natural healing abilities and support that person's vital force. In naturopathy, we focus on the interconnected wellness of the individual. Each body part, each emotion, each thought, everything that happens within a human being is interconnected. Nothing happens in isolation. We are not simply a sum of our parts. Our parts integrate and work together to create our life and our world. Naturopaths will employ modalities like acupuncture, herbal medicine, nutrition to address the dynamic interplay between these facets of our being. For example, let's talk about a patient that might be struggling with digestive issues. Naturopaths are absolutely going to explore dietary changes. That's not going to be the only thing. We may touch on stress management. We may touch on emotional healing. We may touch on potential toxins in the environment, mold in the house they live in. We will touch on any possible thing that is affecting that individual person. We're not just going to come in with, take this herb to ease your upset stomach, or take this herb to ease your heartburn. It is a multifaceted approach. This holistic interconnection underpins the philosophy of healing in naturopathy. Now, we've unpacked some of the core philosophies. Let's look at how they actually translate with utilizing the healing practices. First and foremost, one of my favorites is diet and nutrition. This is one of the most practical applications to help the body heal itself. Most oftentimes, if there is a chronic illness occurring in the system, you can bet there is a underlying nutritional component. And it's going to be individual to the patient. Naturopaths will guide their patients to understanding which foods are potentially more dangerous and which foods are more healthful for their body's effective functioning. Next, we come to botanical medicine. This is nature's pharmacy. Naturopaths learn to incorporate botanical medicine that align with their patient's need. It's not just take this herb if you have a headache. It's also take this herb because it supports the energy of this system of your body. Or small dosing herbs to support the energy of the whole being. There are multiple ways that botanical medicine can be used and are used in naturopathy. We then come to mind-body practices. This can be techniques like mindfulness, meditation, yoga. Anything that comes in to help to connect your mind to your body is a mind-body practice. It is so important. In our world, many of us are living, running around in our heads. Our anxiety, our stress is through the roof. We are pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, and our bodies are slowly decaying. It is so, so important to connect our bodies back to our mind again through these mind-body practices. The next tool we use is lifestyle modifications. Naturopaths will frequently advise on stress management, exercise, work-life balance, because they are important. Our health doesn't care if we have to work 80 hours a week to get the bills paid. That working 80 hours a week can be slowly killing us. We have to find a way to make it functional. We have to find a way to support that work-life balance, to support that stress management on the system. Because that is going to be the crux. That is going to be what we call our term I cannot think of right now. It's our obstacle to cure. And we're going to have to find a way through that with our patient, because it's important to get our patient to cure. We then come to physical modalities. Naturopaths will use physical modalities. Some use massage, some use hydrotherapy, some use acupuncture. There are many others that naturopaths use to promote physical well-being. All of these applications are grounded in the philosophy of healing. Naturopathy offers a comprehensive toolkit for patients seeking wellness. We're going to touch a little bit on how naturopathy differs from conventional medicine. We're going to talk a lot about this in another podcast because it's big and it is heated, and it can be heated. It's a very, very interesting topic of discussion. It is important to understand that naturopathy differs from conventional medicine. However, they can complement each other, okay? So first, it's symptom-focused versus root cause. Conventional medicine offers a symptom-focused approach to getting rid of symptoms quickly. Naturopathic medicine offers a root cause approach to dig deeper and heal the root cause that created that symptom. Then we have the difference between natural remedies and pharmaceuticals. Naturopaths prefer to use natural remedies because they're sometimes the least invasive method. Conventional doctors typically run on pharmaceuticals and surgery. However, depending on the situation, and I've talked about this before and I will talk about this again, in the therapeutic order, there can be a need to suppress symptoms. So, depending on the situation, both approaches can be either needed or effective. Then we come to patient empowerment. Naturopathy promotes self-empowerment and education. We want our patients to heal themselves, to empower themselves to become, whereas conventional medicine is more of a passive role where you're kind of just listening to what your doctor tells you to do. Now, depending on the individual will also depend on which avenue is best for them. Some patients just want to be told what to do, and that's fine. So maybe a vitalistic naturopathic practitioner is not the right option for them. Now, we need to recognize that these differences can help you choose the best approach for your individual healthcare needs. As we wrap up our quick conversation on the philosophy of healing in naturopathy, I really hope you gained a deeper understanding of the principles that guide this holistic practice. If you're feeling inspired to explore these philosophies, how these philosophies can enhance your journey, I want you to consider reaching out to me for a private discovery call. You can visit my website, www.risingphoenixnaturopathy.com, for different resources or for booking options. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me today for this quick conversation on healing insights. If you found this information valuable, please like, share, and subscribe with anybody you think might be of benefit. Remember, the content provided is for educational purposes only and is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure disease. For health concerns and questions, please seek a licensed medical practitioner. Until next time, embrace your journey of healing, nurture your vital force, and remember, your health is a beautiful blend of body, mind, and spirit. Take care, everyone.